beloveds, and peace be with you. I'm Reverend Mitzi. Welcome to Unity of Tempe. And if you are watching online, please come and be with us very, very soon, because there's power in fellowship. There's power in being with each other together. And you only see a portion of the service also online. So this week, we're continuing my new series, Getting Unstuck. And there are many reasons why we might feel stuck at different times in our lives. But thank God, there are also many ways to get unstuck. And so in week 1, we explored 9 keys of self-awareness. That's online if you want to catch it. And in week 2, we looked at limiting beliefs and how to overcome them. And last week, we looked at passion, purpose, and gifts and ways to identify them. So today, we're going to look at creative ways to calm and free our minds. Who would like to have a calmer mind and a free... Oh, everybody's here, right? Yes, me too. So, the first way that we can calm and free our mind is by give yourself permission. Oh, what does that mean? Well, let's look at what John said. John Kabat-Zinn. Give yourself permission to allow this moment to be exactly as it is, and allow yourself to be exactly as you are. Exactly as you are right now. So when you're stuck, give yourself permission to be stuck. Now this might sound counterintuitive because we've been spending several weeks on getting unstuck, but sometimes the more that we resist our stuckness, the more that we reinforce it. Because there's that old saying, right? What we resist persists. That's right. So instead of judging yourself for how you feel stuck, I mean, can't we all judge ourselves really well? Ask, what can I learn from this situation? What is it trying to teach me? What are the benefits of staying stuck? Are there some benefits to staying stuck? Am I in my comfort zone and I'm really scared to get out of it? Identify that. How can I use what I discover as a catalyst for change? So we hold that in one hand, but on the other hand, we also hold, remembering that it is very important to also give ourselves permission to move forward and be unstuck when we're ready. So we've got both things going on. And I encourage you to do this by saying it to yourself and then by saying it aloud. And that sounds like a no-brainer, right? But sometimes the very thing that keeps us stuck is the fact that we are not giving ourselves permission to move forward, to evolve, to change, to grow, because the comfort zone is too comfortable. So let's say this together. I give myself permission to be unstuck. And again, I give myself permission to be unstuck. And now I give myself permission to move forward with ease and grace. I give myself permission to move forward with ease and grace. This is a good one to take a picture of if you take pictures of slides and things, because this is really important. The words ease and grace. We don't want to just move forward and make it really, really hard. We want it to be easy and graceful as well. So that brings us to another creative way to calm and free our minds, and that is with mind mapping. Byron Katie said, when the creative mind is unleashed and understands its true nature, it is unlimited. There is nothing you cannot do. So who knows about mind mapping? Who's ever done any mind mapping? Yes. Yes. I love mind mapping so much. So for those who aren't familiar with it, it's a visual technique of organizing thoughts and ideas which can help you identify connections and see the bigger picture and generate new ideas. Basically, it's a way of brainstorming which activates both sides of the brain, the right and the left hemispheres, because we're generating those ideas We're writing them down, and then we're being creative in the way that we write them down. So to create a mind map, you start with a central topic in the center and then branch out with subtopics, keywords, images, or symbols that relate to it. And of course, this is something I love to do, you can use different colors, different shapes, you can make it really pretty and appealing so that you want to do this more. And so here's a few ideas. Here's an idea of a mind map. Don't try and read this because this is in some kind of computer language. I don't know what this is in. But then we've got another idea here. And yet another one. So these are really good things to do, mind maps. And mind maps can be used in so many ways, including assessing strengths and passion and purpose and gifts, motions and feelings, and dreams and goals. That is and we can do it for making timelines of things. I did it all through ministry school. I didn't do it with my BA or my MA, but in ministry school, I really needed to really have my time mapped out better. So I used mind maps for that with all the ways that all the resources I needed and the outline and the times. It helps us unleash creativity by stimulating imagination and intuition. And it's a valuable tool that can reveal to us the interrelatedness of everything that we're doing. And you can also do a mind map to reveal the feelings you'd like to have through the things you're doing. Oh, I'm in graduate school, or I'm started a new job, or I'm writing a book, or I've got a movie coming out, or I'm volunteering on so many boards, or I'm counseling people. Whatever it is that you're doing, you can use that to get an idea, what are the ultimate feelings that I want to have? So I did this many years ago, took a picture of one. Up at the top, it says, feelings I desire to have through my manifestations, through what I'm doing. So love is over there, complete's kind of in the center. So maybe I wanted to feel a sense of completeness or a sense of love, and I put all the other feelings that I desired to feel through the things that I was doing. I wanted to feel joy. I wanted to feel freedom. These are really good because it gets you in touch with, as I'm doing what I'm doing and how I'm being in the world, what do I desire to feel? A lot of us call these kind of God qualities, our expressions of being in the world. I really encourage you, actually, to even start with this one. Just be creative. We could even do a workshop on it and have fun here and do one of these. Bring in crayons and have some fun with that. So this brings us to our next way of freeing our mind, clearing our mind, and that is meditation. Sri Shrimnoy said, I meditate so that my mind cannot complicate my life. Anyone? Anyone's mind complicate their life ever? Oh my goodness, mine does. And Dr. P. Golden said the goal of meditation is not to get rid of thoughts or emotions. The goal is to become more aware of your thoughts and emotions and learn how to move through them without getting stuck. So meditation, the training of the mind to achieve a heightened state of awareness and inner calm, it is a time-honored spiritual tool, and it is a large part of our unity teachings. But like any spiritual tool, it's not just the knowing that's the key, but the application. So using our spiritual tools, at least for me, becomes a lot more appealing when I remember the benefits of them. So I'm going to give a few benefits of meditation. Meditation supports inner peace by triggering the relaxation response in the body, which helps lower stress and anxiety levels. Take a deep breath. That feels good. You already feel less stressed, right? Yes. It helps us stay in the present, living in the moment, and prevents us from getting entangled about worries from the future or the past, living in the past and replaying those. Regular meditation promotes neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, and it supports the strengthening of positive neural pathways associated with self-empowerment and resilience. Now, meditation, sometimes we're like, oh my goodness, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I can't do it right. No, let go of all of that. Because you're probably already meditating and not even realizing that you're doing it. Let go of I have to sit down and I have to sit for 15 minutes and be quiet and do it. You may do it a myriad of ways. There are myriads of meditations. You can do a walking meditation. This morning, I woke up at 4:30. Don't ask me why, I don't know why, but I woke up at 4:30. I ran outside because I thought maybe it's cool enough to walk because I'm a big walker. And Ron's like, you're up. And I said, yes, I'm up. It's cool enough. I mean, it's hot, but walking meditations are a big part for me. Getting out in nature. Yeah, I know it's hot right now, but maybe even just you have a beloved cat or dog and they come and snuggle on your lap and you're just watching how they breathe, and that's a meditation. The number one, or a bunny, by Mr. Sydney, free for meditation right now, yes, available. So whatever it is, don't get all caught up with, I have to do it this certain way, because that will stop us doing anything. So now, while meditation does require consistent practice to reap the full benefits, even guided meditations that I often do after messages here have benefits for mind, body, and spirit, supporting enhanced self-awareness, spiritual connection, and insight, all of which help us in getting unstuck. And that brings me to visualization. I love what Bo Bennett says here. Visualization is daydreaming with a purpose. Anyone here a daydreamer? I would get in trouble at school. I went to school in England, and we had a tree out there, and I would look out, and I would be daydreaming all over the place. But guided visualization and visualization are similar to meditation in that they are both forms of mindfulness, using the mind to achieve a certain state of consciousness, such as relaxation, focus, or creativity. Meditation often involves focusing on a single object, a candle, a mantra, our breath, not always, but often. But visualization has a little bit of a different goal. It is usually used to align the subconscious mind with a desired outcome. So you can create a visualization to see yourself succeeding really well in something, getting that job offer, getting a book offer, having a movie script done in a certain time, whatever it is for you. And there are many benefits, just like meditation, of improved mood, memory, creativity, self-confidence, and overall well-being. Guided meditation and visualization can be used individually or together, depending on your preference and purpose. Now, I really love guided visualization, and I've had amazing, amazing results with it in my life. Too many to mention. But in particular, I want to share very briefly that I had a couple of health challenges going on several years ago now. And Ron created a beautiful guided meditation for me, and I would listen to it every day, several times a day, and I was healed. Yes, I went to the doctor, but ultimately what they were saying I needed to have done, I didn't have to have done, because the power of the mind is very powerful. We still go to doctors, but the power of the mind, we work in concert with it. So another way to calm and free our minds is with breath work. Do we have anyone here who does yoga? I really want to do yoga. I have not really done yoga, but let's talk about breath work. Thich Nhat Hanh said, feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Isn't that true? What you're feeling right now, you might not be feeling in 5 minutes. Conscious breathing is my anchor. Breath is the bridge which connects life to consciousness, which unites your body to your thoughts. Whenever your mind becomes scattered, use your breath as the means to take hold of your mind again. Has anyone heard of pranayama? Oh, I'm so excited because I was not familiar with it either. So pranayama is the practice of breath regulation and breathing exercises. It comes from the Sanskrit, where prana means life energy and yama means control. And pranayama is designed to connect body and mind and enhance energy, which is the prana. It's a spiritual practice supporting connection with the divine within and a deeper understanding of existence. So according to ancient scriptures, breath is a conduit for prana, which is the universal life force that pervades everything. By controlling your breath, you can control your prana and positively influence your physical, mental, and spiritual states. Pranayama dates back to ancient India, and it's related to the origins of yoga. It's mentioned in early yoga texts such as the Bhagavad Gita and several other texts with unpronounceable names. Pranayama has many health benefits, including decreasing stress, improving sleep quality. Yes, it does, because I have been doing one of the exercises and I have been sleeping better. I know I got up at 4:30 today, but I went to bed super early also. Increasing mindfulness, helping to prevent snoring, not looking at anyone. Lowering blood pressure, strengthening lungs, enhancing mental clarity, and boosting metabolism and vitality. And it can help you get unstuck by breathing consciously, because you can then break free from automatic reactions that keep you in a cycle of stress and anger and anxiety. Think about it. When you take a breath, I'm so angry right now. What do they often tell you? Count to 10. When very angry, count to 100, right? Breathe in. That breath calms us down. So while you can practice pranayama anywhere, the best way is in a comfortable and quiet place where you can sit or lie down. We are going to do a little pranayama exercise today. It's okay to just remain seated. There are many techniques of pranayama, but the one I'm going to focus on today is the 4-7-8 breathing. Anyone heard of that? Yes, Glenda has. This is the one I've been practicing. This breathing involves inhaling for 4 seconds, holding it for 7, and exhaling for 8. And this activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxing your sympathetic nervous system and helping you calm down. Basically, all that means, it moves you from fight or flight to relaxation. So I'm going to invite you to try this technique as I guide you through it. So it'd be great if you put your feet flat on the floor. And you're going to begin by just resting the tip of your tongue against the roof of your mouth, if you can. And just right behind your top front teeth, and keep it there throughout the practice. And now, but before we begin, you're just going to take 3 regular deep breaths to relax your body and mind. So inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, and one more time. Very good. And now we're going to begin. So breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if it's uncomfortable at any point, if you're like, I can't hold, I'm going blue in the face, just exhale. So we're going to try again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. How'd that feel? Yeah, felt good, right? Yeah, I love it. So when you're doing this on your own, gradually increase the number of cycles you can do. You will gradually increase them as you get more comfortable with it. And always remember to breathe with awareness and attention without forcing and straining. And ideally, you'll practice this twice a day, and that will really help calm and relax. Great for when we are getting unstuck and all the things that we're moving into. So this now brings me to being in the silence. Rumi, love Rumi. Rumi said, "Let silence take you to the core of life." And Myrtle Fillmore said, "Silence is a kind of stillness, a place of retreat into which we may enter, and, having entered, may know the truth." So Charles and Myrtle Fillmore were the co-founders of Unity, and both of them were huge proponents of going into the silence. Now, their granddaughter, Rosemary Fillmore, used to spend a lot of time with them as a youngster, and she would often bring friends home after school when she was just a wee lass. And the friends would come home, and they'd find Charles, her grandfather, sitting in the corner with his eyes closed, just there. And they would go up and what is he doing? And Rosemary would just not say anything at that moment. But then they say, "Is he even alive? We're really worried about your granddaddy. What is he doing?" And she'd say, "Well, he's in the silence. Don't your grandfathers go into the silence?" And they just looked very bemused by the whole thing. And Rosemary realized it was kind of a unique thing. They didn't get it. But spending time in silence is really important to help connect with the divine in you and gain insights that might be drowned out by daily noise. And this practice can provide clarity and guidance. And for maximum benefit, continue and combine it with a digital detox. Anyone ever do digital detox? There is so much that we're exposed to, and I don't mean all the time. Just maybe you decide, I'm not going to go on social media or be online or anything for an hour, 2 hours. Maybe it's like a half a day. Then maybe it's a day. Maybe that's not possible for you at the moment, and especially a detox from news. I'm not one of those people who says don't watch news ever, because I truly believe that we have to be civil citizens in the world and know what's going on. But sometimes we do need to unplug from it all because we live in a world that's pretty overwhelming right now. So going into the silence, having a silent retreat, and then just saying, okay, no socials for a moment. No news for a moment. Maybe I just do it for however long, and do some breathing work. Do some of that, very important for keeping us healthy. So to anchor this today, there's a beautiful prayer that was just released by Unity. It's kind of a prayer. You can keep your eyes open because the images are lovely. And then after that, we're going to go straight into a song by a friend of mine, Jack Fowler. That is one of my favorite calming songs. So I hope you enjoy this.
Devoting our time to prayer, we draw from the ever-flowing well of divine life, love, and substance that is the source of all fulfillment. We bring to this prayer time any human need on our mind and every person in our heart. We pray in concert with silent unity for ourselves and all who are seeking spiritual reassurance. Let no thoughts disturb me, for God is peace in my mind. Centered in God, the source of peace, I pivot attention away from my concerns and toward the silence, where peace is my experience. For a precious moment, I renew and refresh my mind, clearing and opening to the peace of now, God is my peace. Divine love's healing and harmonizing power flows within me and from me. My heart beats to the rhythm of divine love. Love's continuous flow is a healing agent within my body and mind. My thoughts heal and harmonize, fortifying me to be a presence of love in the world. In love, I heal and harmonize my sense of self and relationships with others. Life is a divine healing stream within my body, mind, and being. Divine life is a river that can never run dry, an eternal stream of well-being in which I am whole. No human conditions could possibly interrupt or diminish the flow of life, for God is the substance of life. I am thankful for and celebrate the fullness of life. I am in concert with divine order, trusting my way into all that comes next. Centered in God, the source of divine order, I walk an orderly path. My mind is capable of organized thinking in keeping with divine law and order. I am readily able to change course as circumstances require, adjusting easily and gracefully. I evolve every day as I trust innate divine order. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. I envision the radiant light of God encircling our beautiful planet, an energy field that unites everything and everyone. I am an integral part of the whole, and the inner peace I cultivate becomes a gift to the whole. My prayer for peace on earth begins with peaceful silence.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find myself. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find myself.
Thank you, Divine Spirit, that in this moment we do indeed find that precious indwelling presence that enfolds us with strength, with comfort, with guidance, with support. Whether we're new to unity, whether we're new to the concept of spirit, of God, of a higher power, we know that we make it our own. If the word God is difficult for us, we change it to something that supports us. We know that that indwelling presence, our higher self, our higher consciousness, our higher being that resides within us, guides us for the highest and best good. We tap into that. And we're grateful that this week we take some of these ideas, we take some of them and we incorporate them to calm and free our minds. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. Amen. Feeling chilled out, feeling very zen right now, feeling relaxed. I am. All right, so let us say together, I am a beloved child of God, here to be an ambassador of good. What are we here to be? Ambassadors of good. Yes, we are. And that's kind of our Unity of Tempe motto, that we are beloved children of God, here to be ambassadors of good. And so now it is time to share our financial blessings, and we do so graciously and freely because that's what keeps our doors open. We have to pay rent and things like that. So let us take our blessings to our heart and say together, I am a joyful sharer of my good. I remember that as I give, I receive, and that God is my source. Yes, indeed. And if you prefer to give on Zelle, there is our Zelle contact information. If you're watching online, we're preferring not to do PayPal, just Zelle now. Oh, thank you, Glenda and Kent. And I have one too up here. Thank you, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. So we bless every single gift in here. We bless all who give online. We bless and know that they are returned in abundance to each and every single person. They come back a bazillion-fold. We bless every prayer in the prayer box that has ever been or ever will be in that prayer box, seeing it being answered in the right and perfect way. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. And if you have a prayer you'd like to put in the prayer box, there is a prayer box at the back there, and there are little sheets for that. So we do partner with Matthew's Food Crossing with the Church of the Epiphany. Some of the most needed things, but the very most needed thing at the moment is actually for our unhoused neighbors, water. If you're around and you see on sale or just want to pick up some water, the little bottles of water, that is great to keep everyone hydrated right now. So next Sunday, we're going to close up this series. I'm kind of sad because I've really loved it, but we're going to close it up. Don't forget to be here. I mean, bring some other people. Thank you for bringing people today, because we'll kind of do a quick recap of things we've done. And also, where do we go from here? We talked about a lot of things. There's something really important, some important things for next week. Absolutely. So come and be here as we wrap this series up, as we know, how do we take it all and how do we start using it now? How do we start going forward in our life? So let us say together the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. All is well, and we are grateful. So those of you watching online, have a magnificent week and come be with us in person, like next week, right? So have a fabulous week, though. Namaste.